All right, at the top, we begin at the White House, where the Trump administration continues to deal with the fallout from the Signal app controversy we've been reporting for a number of days now. It's now threatening the administration new tariffs on foreign goods. Just yesterday, the president announced a 25% tariff on foreign-made cars that will go into effect April 2nd. They're calling it, quote, the beginning of Liberation Day in America. Let's bring in CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe, who's tracking all of this for us. Ed, good morning to you. So what is President Trump saying about the possibility of raising tariffs on certain foreign nations' vehicles coming to the U.S.?
Well, he's been using his social platform this morning, Errol, to discuss this, but in essence is essentially saying if you build your car in the United States entirely, there will be no tariff. But if you're one of those auto manufacturers that maybe puts parts together in other countries and then puts it together finally here and then sells it, you're going to be tariffed. And as you see here, he's saying if the EU works with Canada in order to do economic harm to the USA, as those two entities have been discussing in recent weeks, then large-scale tariffs, far larger than currently planned, will be placed on both of them. Look, the threats continue ahead of April 2nd, which he calls Liberation Day, when he says all of these various tariffs are going to go on virtually every corner of the world in one way or another, and almost every industry that imports into the United States. But for now, it is talk, it is threats, it has not actually happened, and we'll see throughout the day how the markets react and how other countries react.
And clearly, this is a topic the president wants his followers to focus on as the administration continues to deal with questions about the leaked Signal chat. And I'm not sure that we could even call it a leak because a journalist was included, it seems, on purpose, but we're not sure. You had a conversation with the journalist at the center of all this. There is now the first hearing, a lawsuit based on the controversy that will take place this afternoon. But what stood out to you based on your conversations with the Atlantic editor-in-chief?
Well, you know, one of the things this White House does when there's information being reported that they don't like is they go after the person reporting it or the entity reporting it. And yesterday the line was that Jeffrey Goldberg, is an anti-Trump hater. We asked him about that. Take a listen.
I don't hate Donald Trump. No, not at all. I'm just reporting on a White House. That's all. I mean, this is, and I'm not the first reporter they do this to. Anytime you write something they don't like, they call you bad names. I have to imagine that you've been called bad names from time to time. Though you're such a likable person, I can't imagine.
It happens.
The truth of the matter is in this case in particular, they included me in the chat. I was in the chat. They're screaming and yelling about my character. All I did was look at my phone. So if I'm such a nefarious individual, why am I in Mike Waltz's phone? Why does he have my phone number? Why is he including me in this chat? And what do you expect a reporter to do when you learn interesting information about the way an administration is contemplating military action? What do they really think is going to happen?
We're going to report it. And that's what he did. Errol?
Remarkable to hear him put it in such a plain-spoken way, Ed. He was included in the chat and reported on what he saw, and now we all continue to ask the administration questions on how exactly that happened. Ed O'Keefe with the latest, joining us from the White House this morning. Ed, thank you.